Good afternoon, Packers fans. Aaron Negler here with your Packers Daily Chat, coming to you live on the Cheesehead TV social channels. It's Wednesday, but, game's tomorrow, so it feels like a Saturday. I'm all discombobulated, but if it's Monday through Friday, we got to talk some Packers on Packers Daily, because that's what we do here at Cheesehead TV. We're devoted to Green Bay Packers fans worldwide. Hope you're all having a phenomenal day. Obviously, no practice today because it's the day before a game, although they will be having a walkthrough in Lambeau. Probably getting through some kicking situations, judging the wind, getting ready for the cold night ahead on Thursday. Probably practicing punt returns with whoever might be out there. Maybe a D.D. Westbrook. We'll see. No word yet on who they're bringing up, if anybody, from the practice squad, though I suspect we'll probably get that a little later this afternoon. Good to see everybody in the comments. Hello, Ryan. Good to see you, buddy. Hope you're doing well. Colin, what's up, man? A little sneaky 3:15. Well, we got Packer transplants tonight, and transplants is going an hour early because Corey's got stuff he's got to do out in L.A. later in the evening. So just getting it done and dusted, getting ready for this game. Hope you guys are doing well. Go Pack Go. Amari will inevitably return a punt for a touchdown this weekend. Brett, I saw that Amari was picked up on waivers from the Houston Texans. Godspeed. Hope he revitalizes his career down there in Houston. When will it be Will Compton time? Colin, sadly, I doubt it ever will be. It'd be fun, though. No doubt about it. Don't you think we may need to scheme up a few plays for Bobby? Do you think his ACL injury is holding him back? I mean, no more so than you would expect. Now just about a year out from injury. It always takes about a year for guys to regain explosiveness. That said, I don't think that's a big issue as far as why they're not utilizing him a little bit more in the passing game. I do think they're having to keep him in and help with protection stuff at times. And then other times they're just not finding open spaces for him versus zones because they're seeing so many single high looks and lots of man coverage. He's not a traditional man beater. It's not really his game. You saw Rodgers trying to go to him in Detroit down that seam, and that's when he got picked off. I think he'll get his, and things will hopefully open up for him a little bit more as hopefully the running game gets going and continues to show promise and production as we saw on Sunday against the Cowboys. But I don't think I would not expect an outright explosion of production from Tunyon anytime soon. But I do think week to week, it's one of those any given Sunday type things that if the plan kind of falls in line with whatever the defense is trying to take away, and there's a couple opportunities for him, I think they'll try to lean that way. But I don't think they're ever going to kind of force the ball to him. Joseph, thanks to the super chat. Do you believe we can run the table, Nags? Can they? Sure. Will they? I don't know about all that, but can they? Yeah, absolutely. No doubt about it. What's the deal with Kylan Hill? Lack of availability? Aaron, judging by Matt's words, and that's all you can really do from the podium yesterday, sounds like an attitude problem to me. He mentioned what a stacked room he's in, meaning the running back room, and a lack of support. And I thought it was notable that he mentioned it was a privilege to be a Green Bay Packer. You add all that up, and it sure sounds like attitude, something off the field, a lack of support for his teammates, and that was the end of that. I mean, what did he expect? Did he think he should be getting carries over A.J. Dillon? Maybe? I don't know, man. I don't know. But certainly seems to be a lot more than just football and a lot more about attitude. Nags, catching you live for the first time after my amazing first game at Lambeau. Did the tour, the Hall of Fame, Krollsburger, and Curds with an old-fashioned and loaded up on Carry the G. Go Pack Go. Dusty, you had yourself a weekend, baby. That's what I like to hear. Come on now. That sounds like a great time. Hope 69 is good to go on a short week. Brett, that's a really good point. Who knows, man? We could wake up tomorrow and the knee could be feeling funny, and all of a sudden he's not available. As Matt has said several times, it's day-to-day with David at this point. It's been great having him out there. No doubt about it, but really feels touch and go at times. Do I think Adams will stay with the Raiders for the remainder of his contract? Simon, is this about trying to get him back? Yes, I think Adams will stay with the Raiders. I know they're having a miserable season, but He got paid, he's playing with his friend, and he's closer to home. Those are the three things that really drove that decision. Winning is nice, no doubt about it, but he got what he wanted as far as the reason for leaving. I don't see a return anytime soon, other than to enter the Packers Hall of Fame. Trayson, what's up, man? Seems like things clinched for Watson or clicked for Watson after the first TD. Lazard, Cobb, and Watson is a nice group. With Torrey and Tunyon, don't look now, but our passing game might be deadly again. Okay, I don't know about deadly, but productive? I'll take productive. And yes, sure looked like Watson really locked in after those first two drops. No question about it. Now, can you build on that performance? Can you make that the standard? Not 3 touchdowns every game, but the performance, the ability, the route running, obviously catching the football, all of these things. That is the standard now. Got to replicate it each and every week. Staying on the field, all these things add up. Looks like a blizzard is going to hit Buffalo this week. Really hope we can get a good snow game this year. I'm with you. I love snow games. I know it looks like that snow in Buffalo is going to hit like right before the game, but it will still obviously be on the ground. I know the Green Bay just got snow, but it's going to be done and dusted by the time they kick off tomorrow night. I love a good snow game in Lambeau, though. Oh, baby. Love it so much. Speaking of which, Arthur asks, any chances for snow for tomorrow night's game? Not that from what the forecast that I've looked at, no. It's going to be cold. It's going to be real cold, but no snow. Is Torrey without Cobb our main slot guy? I think they rotate a lot of different guys in and out of the slot when Cobb's not in there. Torrey can definitely do it, but they've put Watson there, and they've run him kind of off the slot and then also in some of the orbit motion stuff. And they've even put Lazard in there. Now a lot of times they'll motion him in line and help with the blocking and the protection and stuff like that, or in the run game. But I mean, Torrey can do it, absolutely. Just enjoy football. There's a whole 6 months where there will be none. It's a fair point, Ben. There is a very fair point. I know I saw someone, I think it was 2 weeks ago, complaining about the slate of games, and I was like, just imagine it's May, man. You'd be begging for this. I feel you there. Jem Cruz, this may be my favorite comment ever. Of course, it's from Facebook. Wait, we at home tomorrow? Yes. The Packers are playing at Lambeau tomorrow. I don't know why. That just made me laugh. Wait. I just had a picture of this dude like just waking up on his couch and like checking in the chat and being like, wait, man, we're at home tomorrow? Cool. Dope. Awesome. Like, what? Oh, man. Extension for Yash this offseason. Brett, I would suspect they'll absolutely approach him about it. I hope they can get something done. He has certainly shown that he can play in this league. We'll see. That's a long way away, but yeah, I hope so. What happened to Watkins? Was it injuries, no burst, or separation? Well, you had a couple nice catches the other night. Now slow down. Now, that said, yes, Watkins has lost any juice he might have had at one point. He used to be so explosive, and that is very much gone. Still, a savvy vet, knows the game, can work open at times. You saw Rodgers hit him on that crosser. Good job, like just getting through the zone and knowing the depth that's needed. It's unfortunate that he slipped at the end after he caught it, but he can still be serviceable. But yes, the explosive big playmaker that he was early in his career is absolutely gone. Trayson, we have a game. Alien, what's up? Do you think Rodgers has lost some trust in Lazard? Feels like earlier in the season he was trying to force balls to him, and now he is spreading the ball around more. No, I don't think so at all. I think there's no doubt that Rodgers has recognized they've got to spread the ball around. And I also think when it comes to trust, I mean, you don't need a much bigger example of Rodgers trusting Lazard than the big completion in overtime to set up the game-winning field goal. That's a play specifically called for Lazard. Rodgers hits him right in stride. Now, he's dropped a few slants this year, and that's frustrating. But, yeah, I don't think the trust is, disappeared. I don't think it's waned at all. I think they're smartly trying to distribute the ball a little bit more evenly. I think that's the really smart way to go about it. So, no, I don't think there's any lack of trust there. Seems like he has to be schemed open. Oh, yeah, no doubt, Danny. I mean, Lazard's not a guy who's going to win big off the line. Now, when they run the ball effectively, he can utilize that fake block, which he's done several times this year. Maybe comes off the line, makes it look like he's going to block for a run, and then darts out for a slant. He's done that 4 or 5 times this season to good effect, a couple times for touchdowns, you know. But yeah, he's not a guy who's traditionally going to win big time off the line. Now he can still make plays. We've seen him a couple times. Rodgers loves that when they go 5 wide and they get that slot fade. He had that look like a nice one on 4th down in Detroit. And it was ultimately ruled an incompletion, but he's caught that on a number of occasions already this year and in the past. So, I mean, is he, someone you can trust every single time? He's going to beat his man no matter what, like Devontae Adams more often than not? No. But, he's still a wily vet who knows how to get open. Bud, thanks to the super chat. Any truth to the rumor BJ Raji is trying out for punt returner? Man, I'm going to be 75 years old. I'm still going to be getting chats about BJ Raji. I love it. I always like D.D. Westbrook. Will he play tomorrow? No word yet. Nothing official. I would suspect that, it's one of the things they're working through today, taking a look at him in Lambeau as a punt returner, see how he looks. But I would suspect 4 o'clock Eastern is usually the deadline for a move to be made the day before a game, as far as who you're going to bring up from the practice squad, things of that nature. So, or play somebody on IR. I think we'll get an announcement. Randall Cobb coming off of injured reserve. And when that happens, I suspect we'll also get word on who they're bringing up for the practice squad, namely if Dede is going to be playing. Can we get back-to-back wins, stack some successes, Matt? Yes. Let's go back to winning a lot. I'm down with this plan. I like the formula from the last meeting with the Titans. It should be better this time with the likes of Walker and Ford. Yeah, I mean, they did a decent job against Derrick Henry last time. You got to remember, though, that opens up other things when you're completely fixated on a back like that. And I think I mentioned this the other day. Don't forget, Ryan Tannehill ran for a monster touchdown because everybody was so focused on stopping Derrick Henry. That's not to say you can't do that, because you have to, right? Henry is their bread and butter, makes everything go on offense. And they have a pretty pedestrian offense. Their offense is not good, but they can smash mouth football you to death, possess the football and beat you up with Henry. And the Packers are going to have to be ready for it. Michael, thanks for the super chat. Once again, tied with the Bears. See, people keep bringing this up. People need to stop bringing it up so the Packers can finally pull ahead. But I hear you, man. Is it petty of me to want to beat them in this category? They shouldn't be better than us at anything because the Bears still suck. Yes, no. It'd be nice to get ahead on the all-time win list, but the more people bring it up, the less it seems to become a reality and seems to slip back. So let's just ignore it, and then when the Packers do pass them, then we can celebrate it. Rogers lost ponytail. What's up? Just got here. Thoughts on D.D. Westbrook as an OU fan watching him in college? I know he's really fast and reliable. Well, you're talking about his college days, and he was very shifty and quick and all of those things prior to his injury in 2020. Think he's lost a little bit of that burst since that injury, but the Packers just need him to field punts most likely and secure the football, get what he can, and get down. But we'll see. Like I said, I think there's a good chance they'll have him up, but I think a lot of that is about the evaluation today. They'll be doing walkthroughs in Lambeau, trying to get a judge on the win in the kicking game, and I think part of that is look at him on punt return. Yeah, I do think there's a decent chance that he's up just for that job in particular. We have our own Derrick Henry, and his name is A.J. Dillon. Logan, you ain't lying. Definitely was in that game 2 years ago. No question about it. Has Rasul been more handsy this season, or is he just getting called for it more? Matt, he is 100% just getting called for it more. I see the same player that we saw last year. He just obviously hasn't had the big, humongous splash plays that we got so enamored with, but I see a very similar player. I don't see him like being any more out of position or, more grabby than he was last season. It's just, he's had some bad luck and had some really over efficient jerks in the officiating crews that have called him on some stuff. But I see very much the same player. Agree with the Joe Buck hate. Darren, what a question. No, I don't. Corey and I go round and round about this all the time. I think Joe is an absolute legend and one of the best at what he does. And people who hate on him, like, that's fine. That's their opinion, but I do not share it at all. I think he's phenomenal. Plans for your free Sunday nags? Robin, I'm going to watch Red Zone. I'm going to drink beer. I'm going to fall asleep. Dale, good evening from London. Good afternoon from New York City. I hope you're doing well. Any inside scoop on Campbell's knee? Let me give a call to Mackenzie real quick. Where's my phone? No, I have no inside scoop. Nothing. Nada. Nix. Nine. Niente. Nothing. Fielding a punt outside 20 degrees is a whole other thing. You mean outside in 20-degree weather? Yes. Yes, it is. AJ time, baby. Corey, I hope you're right. Matthew, are we at Kettle of Fish on Sunday? I'll buy you a beer. Oh, that's really kind of you, but no, I'm going to be at home with my girls. It's one of the rare Sundays I can just chill and hang out with them, watch some football, and just relax. But I really appreciate the offer. Is it just me, or does it seem Dylan goes down easier than Jones? I think it's just you. I think sometimes part of it is the types of runs he's being asked to try and produce with, and there are times that he's running between the tackles, and there's not a whole lot of places to go. I think there are plenty of times where we've seen, especially in this last game, where AJ is plowing through people. I think it depends on where you find them, And also, the thing with AJ is he is the type of back, and we've seen this throughout his career, that the more carries he gets, the better he gets as the game goes along. And so far this year, he hasn't really had a game where he's been asked to carry it, 10, 15 times. And maybe Thursday night is that game. Because when that does happen, he is one of those rare dudes who gets stronger as it goes. As the more he gets hit, it seems like the better he gets. So like I said, maybe Thursday night's the game. They finally let him loose, but we'll see. I like the way Quay Walker has played since calling the defense. Epic plays. Yes, I totally agree. I actually have that on our script tonight for Packer Transplants to mention that very thing. He has played pretty damn well. I mean, it's not flawless. He's still a rookie. You still see some, just hesitation, maybe a false step or two. But for the most part, man, he is playing with his hair on fire, and I love it. I absolutely love to see it. I hope once Dre gets back that they can kind of set him loose a little bit more and maybe help, that pass rush and get him after the quarterback a little bit, because they're going to need it, judging by what we saw on Sunday. But yes, I very, very much agree. Speaking of Packer Transplants, we're going to be live an hour earlier than usual tonight. We'll be live at 6 p.m. Eastern. That's 5 p.m. Lambeau time. So make sure you tune in right here on the YouTube channel. Dave, thanks to Super Chat. Seeing McCarthy presser made me miss his quotability at the podium. Wins on the field are what matter, but that dude was hilarious. Dave, I totally agree. I said that to someone the week leading up to that game, where it's like, I really miss the feeling of his pressers. Yes, 100% it was time for him to go, but he was always great at the podium. Like, he was good for something pretty damn funny at least once a week. No question. Michael, thanks to the Super Chat. Do you have a take on field turf? I thought it was a huge improvement over AstroTurf, but I did not realize players disliked it so much. Grass for life. I mean, field turf is, a necessary evil, I guess, but I know players hate it. Players want to play on grass for the most part. And what blows my mind is that, like, you go to Europe and the soccer fields, and not every single one, but most of the players in like any kind of FIFA regulated match have it in their contracts that they have to play on grass fields. Maybe that's something that players bring up and try and rally around during the next CBA negotiations, but that's not for another 7 years. So, yeah, I absolutely think every field should be grass, but good luck getting that through a CBA negotiation. We'll see. Cheeto, thanks for Super Chat. I believe the Supreme Pontiff Pope Francis said to run the damn ball. Man, you ain't lying. Amen. Amen to that. All right, buddy, I'm going to have to get going. I can't thank you enough for hanging out, talking Packers each and every day, Monday through Friday, right here on the Cheesehead TV social channels. Please do me a monster favor and hit like on the video. Subscribe to the channel, and then tell your friends and tell your family. Cheesehead TV, we are devoted to Green Bay Packers fans worldwide. Thanks a lot, everybody. Hopefully, I'll see you on Transplants tonight. Like I said, 6 p.m. Eastern. 5 p.m. Central. See you there. Go Pack Go.